The small but mighty ribosome and the rough endoplasmic reticulum, hand in hand, making your cells a better land.
The rough endoplasmic reticulum, which is the rough ER, often consists of convoluted flattened sac-like structures that originate close to the nucleus. The rough ER is primarily concerned with synthesis, folding, and modification of proteins. The proteins it is most focused on are those that must be delivered to different organelles within the cell, or the ones secreted from the cell. The rough ER also works in the response of the cell that unfolds proteins. So why is it called the rough ER? Ribosomes are attached to the rough ER, which gives it a rough look under the microscope. Ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis in the cell. Ribosomes read the messenger RNA sequence, then translates that genetic code into a string of amino acids that grow into long chains. The long chains of amino acids then fold to form proteins.
The rough ER and the ribosomes are the best organelles, and here's why they should be your first choice during this selection. Starting off with ribosomes, imagine if they were to just disappear. You wouldn't be able to get any proteins, and just think what you would do without those. Frankly, life just couldn't exist without them. And also, without ribosomes, your cells couldn't repair themselves at all, or keep any kind of structure. Remember that when you go to vote, especially if it's for a certain wall-like organelle, because how can you ever depend on someone if they have to depend on others to function? Now let me explain why the rough ER is so great. It's because the rough ER is what holds the organelle-bound ribosomes and facilitates the translation of many of the cell's needed proteins. It also is in the rough ER in a portion called the lumen, where quality control of these proteins takes place to make sure all the proteins translated by the membrane-bound ribosomes are all correct, which really goes to show how perfect of a team the rough ER and the ribosomes are. And that is why we should receive your vote during the selection.
Hi, I'm here to tell you why you should not vote for the other candidates and why you should vote for us, the rough ER and ribosomes. 1. Why would you vote for a bossy nucleus and nucleolus that holds all the genetic material for itself? They are created to carry out a function. They are minions. Do you want to vote for minions? Or what about you? Were you thinking about voting for the not-so-smooth ER and bulgy apparatus? So you support the synthesizing of lipids. A disease associated with these organelles is liver disease. Are you a supporter of liver disease? You in the back. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Table 7. Were you thinking about voting for the mitochondria and chloroplast? The mitochondria is in charge of producing energy in the form of ATP, and the chloroplast is in charge of photosynthesis in plants. Don't get me started on chloroplast. They're only here to help organisms that are not human. That doesn't sound like an organelle that is supportive.
The ribosome with the rough ER alongside will provide for you, synthesizing a better future, one protein at a time.